The stars are out of whack and itching for a fight. Libra.
Time to tip the scales.
Sagittarius.
I'm not saying I'm the best, but have you seen anyone better? That's what I thought.
Pisces.
Feel the horrors of the deep sea, reeling them in.
Virgo.
Another victory. I suppose that's what it means to be a cut above the rest.
Taurus.
Sometimes a family is just a little guy, his bull, and some stranger on the other side of the screen.
Cancer.
I'll never abandon my post
Astral
as defender
Onslaught.
of the people, unless there's a sale on crackers.
Aquarius.
Oh, I'm sure glad I won.
Capricorn.
Astral Onslaught. When you can just win.
Beat the living stars out of the living stars in Astral Onslaught.
Hi everyone, welcome back to SGDA's Summit stream. We're currently with the Student Games Showcase Block D, or Block E, sorry, with Astral Onslaught from UC Irvine. I'm Jason again, the SGDA president.
I'm Anuj, SGDA's webmaster, and this is the team. Y'all can feel free to introduce yourselves.
Leo. I guess I'll introduce myself first. Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm the team lead for this game. I guess let's go in order. Kanoa, you want to go next?
Aye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kanoa. I am one of the background designers for Astral Onslaught.
Hello, I'm Brendan. I was one of the programmers for Astral Onslaught.
And hi, I'm Megan. I was the art producer for Astral Onslaught.
Awesome. So, let me pull up the questions and everything really quick, and we can get started. So, Jason, you can create us a room because this game has online multiplayer.
Yay!
Yippee!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Ah,
Choose your zodiac.
there we go. Awesome. So, I'm going to enter...
Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn,
Twitch really quick so I can...
lead Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, lead Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo.
Sorry if it's a little...
Jason, is the room code? Wait, there's only one.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait on.
I'll go with this. I think last time Cancer was really strong. So, for the first question, I'd like to ask, where are your team members located and where are you calling in from?
Virgo.
So, most of us attend UCI, but not everybody. Currently, I am calling from Irvine.
When did that happen?
Oh, nice.
Kanoa?
Yeah. I'm kind of in Las Vegas right now. Yeah, just for a vacation.
I'm here in Irvine.
I should be in the Bay Area, but I'm actually also traveling right now, so I'm currently in Hong Kong.
Nice.
We got a team all over the place right now. I'd like to ask everybody what your main role was through development.
Yeah. First things first, I was the team lead, so I spearheaded the project, right? I produced for all 30 members of the team, right? I was in charge of gathering people, making sure everything was put together. I was also the programming lead for this game, so making sure that everything was up to snuff by the end, including all the wonderful online coding. Yay.
I created 2 levels for Astral Onslaught, namely Libra's Lament and Mouth of Madness, which are Libra's level and Gemini's level.
Yeah, I was a programmer. I'll be honest, I was basically doing the kitchen sink of programming tasks.
And I was the art producer, so mainly just managing all the art assets and critiquing animations.
All right.
3, 2,
Well,
1.
while Jason and I get fighting, how did the game get started? What's the development timeline like?
Yeah, so the game originally started because I was telling some friends that, hey, I wanted to make a small game, a very small game, over winter break. And as a result, we went up and we had a small team of 2 artists, 2 programmers, and 1 audio person. And we thought to ourselves, what's a game that we can make together, right? And we came up with the idea of making a platform fighter. And so we spun the wheel. Literally, we couldn't figure out a theme, so we spun a wheel. And we landed on making a fighting game about Santa's reindeers. We then thought that was really stupid, so we spun it again and came onto the zodiac symbols.
Awesome. I think there's currently the game. There we go. I think the game had a little bit of a oopsie, so I'm going to try relaunching. But
Oof.
It's all good. I'd like to ask the question of what was art production like for this game? Because I see that there's a lot of really interesting and well-made characters.
Yeah, so in terms of art production, I would say there was a lot of different parts just happening all at once. We had background assets, we also had the tarot cards, and most of these were pretty much all like each category, I guess, was all made by one different person. So we have like a lot of different styles going. And I would say probably the most challenging part of our production was each character was being designed by a different person. So we have like a lot of different styles happening here. But I think what makes it so cohesive is the similar body proportions and making sure that the animating and coloring process was pretty uniform. So I would say that even though all the characters look a little different in game, they still look together from the same game.
Like the cohesion of the art style is something that I really, really appreciated when playing.
Thank you so much. I mean, truly respect to all the artists though, because I mean they were pretty much working on like 8 animations in the course of like I would say 4 months. And that's a lot of work. So
it's a no, tarot card time.
Yeah, it is a really fast turnaround time. But also props to also all the background artists and the tarot card artists. So
yeah, we had an absolutely fantastic team of artists, right? Everyone poured their heart and soul and tears, and mainly tears, but everyone we made it a point to try to get as many artists to design their own characters, because that's what a lot of the people wanted to do, and that's how we ended up with such a large roster.
Right, I remember mentioning, there was like 30 developers working on this game?
Yes, we have 30 people who touched the game in total.
That's basically like a mini studio at that point.
yeah, about half of them were artists. So.
Yeah, it's 14 out of 30, so technically speaking, it's not half. Unless you include UI UX, then it's 16. So yeah.
I'd like to ask, what parts of the game are you most proud of? Oh, I won. Yay.
Nice. At least personally speaking, the part I'm most proud of is what's it called? Honestly, just like it's everything. It's the fact that so many people came together and in their free time, like, because no one got credit for this, by the way. Like, we all just did this because we're like, hey, let's make a cool game, right? And the fact that we came away with such a polished product by comparison, I'm genuinely and incredibly thankful for every single person who dedicated their time and effort to this game.
You know, just the sheer amount of work that we did, it was so much. Like, okay, I was only on the project for like the last like third of it because I didn't join in like the winter break or like the winter quarter. I only started in spring quarter, but like the amount of work that we did in spring quarter was a lot, and like I couldn't imagine what it was like on the other 2 quarters, but like just like looking at what I experienced, everybody did an amazing job with putting out all their effort into the game.
There was a lot to answer your question, Kanoa. There was a lot of green and red and white boxes that were running around. That was a fun time. Brendan, Megan, any of you two want to chime in?
I think I feel the same way as you, Ryan and Kona. I mean, I initially joined the project because Ryan is my friend. I love him. He's always doing great things, and so that's why I wanted to be a part of it. But over the 2 quarters, working with everyone and becoming friends with them, it's been really amazing to see how much work can be done and how hard these people are like willing to push themselves. Just because like whenever other people needed help, other artists were willing to step in and cover, and I feel like that's what makes the game successful.
Yeah. Brendan?
Unreal, basically everything that everyone's already said, just the sheer amount of, I guess, work and effort, sweat and tears, lots of all of it, yeah, it's amazing. Also, the game is just really yummy.
Exactly. You know, we had the philosophy of if you dream it up, we'll make it happen, right? The team that ended up bearing most of the grunt of that was programming. Because design would be like, "Ooh, what if we have this ability that's like actually like 4 abilities?" And they're like, "Well, we didn't design our system for that, so let's go rewire the whole thing."
They were probably watching the engineering panel and just like, yeah.
Yeah. I learned. Although I wasn't on the programming team, I did learn a little bit on how hard it is to actually do something like trying to do moving platforms in online multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to synchronize it, and I am a fish.
Yeah.
No, Sagittarius. Oh dear.
There was a lot of very interesting things that happened. One character that is in the works, whether or not will come out, we'll see, is Gemini. And Gemini is very similar to like Rosalie and Luma in the sense where it's a twin fighter or like ice climbers.
Like a puppet fighter almost.
Yeah, it's a puppet fighter, yeah. Yeah, I spent like a whole week just trying to figure out, okay, so how do we rewire our entire system that was meant for just one character to do like 2 characters? So yeah. But that was very fun.
Sagittarius is a special little character because they're the only character of the entire roster who has a charged heavy attack that's also a projectile. That one fact alone required a lot of jank to work out.
I imagine.
For a single character,
oh well.
Yes, Jason and I can go for probably one more game, and then we'll wrap it up. But while we play this game, I would like to ask, do you have any plans other than implementing Gemini? Do you have any plans for the future of the game's development?
Yeah, when it comes to that, right? It's mainly coming down to our team, right? A lot of our team is very happy where the project is. So besides Gemini, and as you can see, there's some art assets missing and some stretching issues, right? Besides those kind of minor updates, we're pretty happy for it to be where it is, even though we actually do have designs for the other 4 characters that aren't in the game. But overall, a lot of the artists and programmers and audio and everyone is pretty happy where we're at, and they kind of want to move on to other projects because we all have that wanderlust. We all want to keep making as many games as we can. So
makes sense. After something like this, especially considering that it was it's just a fun project.
Oh yeah. Also, a lot of people are starting their capstone project at school, so they're about to get very busy.
Yeah. Oh. I really like the music of the game as well.
Hey, we gotta tell
Hey.
Jaden that tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We had 2 audio people working on the game, doing all the sound effects, all the music, right? Jaden had a dream that he would make an individual theme for every single level in the game. And
Oh
so he
my
was like,
god.
yeah, so how many levels are going to be in the game? I'm like, it looks like we're going to have like 4 levels in the game, right? And
Yeah.
then one of our artists was like, I'm almost done with my task. Can I just make a bunch of levels? I'm like, go ahead. And Jaden cried a little bit as he realized it went from 4 to 8, and he couldn't make unique themes for every level.
I was thinking about the screen. And I was like, that's more than 4.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
is more than
There's
4.
as of now there is 8.
Let's see. Is there anybody that you would like to shout out for in terms of just anything, like a professor that helped, anything like that?
Yeah. First and foremost, I would shout out the love of my UND career, Brackies.
Yes.
I miss you already. I remember when you posted that last video. I still miss you. Anybody else here? Otherwise, shout out to Michael P, Mr. Gallerhorn himself. All the UCI folks will get that one.
Yeah.
For he has his name in the credits solely because I wanted to put his name in the credits. He did not touch the game. But yes. And I guess final shout outs to everyone on the team who couldn't make it here today. Because without them, there would be no game.
With that, I guess we shall wrap up our student showcase e-slot. We will see you all once we get Ball B underway.